Hey everyone, welcome back. A little mistake that I made. Back at the Waste Where Life Began, there is a needle blueprint that I missed. So, real quick, I'm going to show where that is. Alright, so when you defeat Florina, if you go over here, there's a treasure chest with the crystal needle blueprint. I don't know how I forgot about that, but there it is. So let's cut back to Waldy Town, where we will actually go back and get all of these upgrades. What do you say? Alrighty. So, last time we had a few blueprints to get, and now we're going to actually get all three of them, now that I got that one back. I got back in town, Wise Waldy informed me I missed it like an idiot, and here we are. So, a lot of blueprints. So many blueprints. I don't know offhand if we actually have enough for this, but I did want to at least, you know, demonstrate that we can get some of these. Okay, so we have 6 of the stones. So to get Chakram Needle evolved all the way up to Buzzsaw, we need 3. Buzzsaw is a lot stronger, very much stronger. It's slightly less fast than Chakram Cutter, but that power is needed because it's been at one point the whole time. That's a pretty good one. Wild Hammer, as you can see, is fairly strong, but not nearly as fast as Toy Hammer. In fact, it goes back to the same base speed as Hammer does. And then Needle, over here, with Crystal Needle, so yeah, we're going to need 9, so we actually don't have enough quite yet. But it is itself a fair bit stronger, and keeps the same speed as Clutter Needle. Of all of them, Crystal Needle seems a little meh, so I'm actually fine with holding off on that. But I do want Hammer for sure upgraded. And in fact, I think we'll leave Cutter perhaps for later as well. Well, there's Wild Hammer. Wild Hammer, though, I mean, it's pretty basic. It's just a stronger hammer. There's not really anything super crazy with it. It's just big. But that power is very nice. Now with Chakram Cutter, yeah, we'll come back. You know, I could probably have planned this a little bit better, but we'll come back later. Before we move to the next world, obviously, we will do all the treasure roads and have more than enough to level everything up. But let's head back to the original wasteland. And pick back up where we left off, actually, after a couple blunders on my part. So, Moonlight Canyon. This one is going to be interesting. More so just because of how they hide certain things. So this is actually a very beautiful shot, you know. I have never seen sunset at a desert, but it's probably gorgeous. We're getting like a bit of an introduction, I guess, to, like, you know, these soft blocks that will break. Mario has always had the donut blocks, so I just kind of subconsciously call them that, but I don't know if there's an actual term for it. I mean, X blocks, I guess. So right here, there's a barrel, and wouldn't you know it, another blueprint for Twin Drill. So we have a lot of abilities that we could upgrade. But I want to wait to do all the treasure roads, so it's probably for the best that we change things. On top of that, we have more wanted posters. We have 3 to look out for this time. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more it's probably for the best that we hold off on all the upgrades. I just like Hammer. I want it to be as strong as it can be. So, let's light up the depths in here. And thankfully, I know this ahead of time at least, we don't have to worry about Ghost Gordos screwing us out of a challenge. They'll still be here, of course, but not that big of a deal. I really like this warped version of like the desert theme here. Okay, so it's worth noting you do not move very fast when you're illuminating, so we do have to kind of watch those soft blocks. And there's real Gordos mixed in with the ghost ones, so let's watch them as we move forward here. Baby needs his bottle. We got some Gigitzos here. And now here's a funny thing. If you illuminate, you can just barely see that little coin there, and there's a path right behind this thing. So let's follow that. An energy drink we don't really need, but a friend that we definitely do need. So let's go get him. Yeah. So let's head back on track here. Be very careful. You can actually get hurt if you touch this thing. Which I've gone off on that before. So we'll keep moving. And our path is no longer there, but there is one to the side. So let's keep it going. Mind the gap as we move forward. But you can already see these falling. I think you get the idea. To the left now. We can charge this up. And if we wait a second, a nice little ramp shows up. That's nice. We'll get our friend here. However, before we move on through that door, there's nothing over here where this girder was, but there is something over here. A wanted poster. So we'll get that. We no longer need the light bulb. Moving on. Now it's moonlit. Now it's even more beautiful. Of course, I hear the desert gets pretty cold like this, so I want to trade up for Cutter again. Just I feel bad we aren't evolving it yet. Ow! I keep forgetting that the opening of boxes can hurt me. Okay. Let's try and do something cool. Pothead. There. Now you get swagged on because you had to cross me. Yeah, a little hard to tell sometimes where things are in terms of height with this. I don't think there was anything there. Now, there's a wanted poster there, and I want to try and be cool. Yeah, we're cool. We'll go down here now. Watch out for these mumbies. Oh, nope, not quite. Still can't really hit. There we go. You guys are annoying. Okay. Try to be careful with these Gigitzos. There is a friend over here in the distance. Get him before it's too late. Try to avoid the Mumby. And away we go. And, well, now we're trade up for fire again, because I like fire, why not? And we want to go up here, actually, before we follow that arrow. Avoid these Gordos as we smack up that switch. We can head up here for another little bonus area. And this one's going to be a little tight. Gotta be careful. We'll do our best here. very, very carefully, quickly move before everything falls down on us. Okay, and just like abandoning Yoshi, we are going to abandon this. So poor Naughty is here. But here's a cute little trap that you constantly see in these games. If we touch those bubbles, we will get Sleep Kirby, and we will fall to our death like Naughty. So, we're just going to go around. So that's cute. And then, let's head back out of this area. And we cleared it without falling. So, that's a 2 birds with 1 stone. And in fact, we are nearly done with the mission entirely. But not quite yet. Kibble's getting a little frisky there. We'll head down. Nope. Not gonna happen. Now, I feel really bad about what's about to happen here. That poor thing. I could have done something, but nothing happened. Now, it's worth noting, you can actually jump on this, but there is actually nothing here. There's not like a shiny or anything, but I don't know, put a pin in this for a long while, actually. That actually might be a bit relevant a while later. I don't expect even myself to remember it, though. So we'll move on in going to this building. We can heal up. There's a sleeping Wild Wolfie over here. Let him burn. And it's been a bit since we've had the arch, but it's time for another gliding adventure. And this one didn't even fade into a loading screen, so that's kind of neat. So as before, you know, just try to avoid the hazards where you can. And there is going to be a point at which we're going to have to pay a little more attention to what's going on in front of us. Boom. Oh, let's get that donut. Perfect. Oh no. Cutting it a little close there. It's also cutting it pretty close. And now, as this thing's falling, you really want to make it over the right, because that's where another friend is. Nice. That's all of the hidden Waddle Dees. And, just as with most other gliding sections, that's the end of the level. Kind of. Do not go for the end goal right away. First off, let's head over here. Well, this is just going to be another capsule. But more importantly, I don't know why they keep putting Frosties right after the gliding sections. Is that like an in-joke or something? I'm not understanding. Before we hit that gilded cage, we have these 3 cacti here. There is a shiny, and they will lead us to a treasure for our final mission. It is just some coins and a green pepper. I don't understand. However, that's the end of the stage. That's a very mean mission, because you can literally see the cactus triplets behind you if you miss it. If you got everything else but that, as a lot of people probably will, it's just taunting you. It's right in your face. Rental lockers. Toy hammer. You're old news. We got wild hammer now. Bomb block. Okay. Anyway, that's that level. A neat little one. It's a pretty one, I think. Probably one of the more impressive looking ones aesthetically. But wouldn't you know it, we got everybody so far now. And it's boss time once again. Just as soon as they knock it down. Yeah. So next time, we will take on the Collector in the Sleepless Valley. Thank you for ruining that fanfare game. I appreciate it. Okay, so anyway, next time, boss. We're gonna do it.